Good day, fine people. Thank you for joining me. My name is Nick, and we're in space. And we're in space on the ZX Spectrum for a game called New CYLON Attack, published by A&F Software in good old 1984. It's a game that also came out on the BBC Micro, where you just fly around shooting stuff. You are an interceptor pilot on board an Earth supply ship, as we define our keys here. And you must take vital reinforcements to a beleaguered planet, and the Cylons don't like this, so they're going to attack you. Now, the Cylons were an enemy from the TV show Battlestar Galactica, but this isn't a license off that. They've just stolen it, and there might be a few other bits stolen from other sci-fi shows as well. So we're flying around. You can see my shields there and those yellow bars on the left. Next to that is my laser, which the energy does go up, but it depletes the more we shoot. What's that thing? Don't think we can shoot that. Some kind of crazy lobster in space. You see the fuel going down next to that as well. Now the idea is we must clear off a load of aliens which are there without our shields blowing up, and then we dock with a mothership, yeah? And don't blow up the mothership, because then you're doomed. So it's quite basic. There's a mothership there in yellow. We could dock with that, or we could just blow it up. I think we might have blown it up. Oh dear. Is that game over? Don't blow up your mothership. Oh, we've refueled. Right, okay, so we didn't blow it up. We just refueled there. That was a bit of luck, I think. Doobie-doobie-doo. Off we go. Right, very influenced by Star Wars here, because you can see those ships look very much like TIE fighters. I want to get a direct hit on these. Oh, and when it flashes red, that means we've taken some damage. So there's not much to it. It's okay. It's a new CYLON attack. You don't actually see the Cylons in this one. If you don't know what a Cylon is, I don't know how old you are, but Google it. They look like Centurions trying to stop the human race from populating another planet after it all went pear-shaped. That's a good explosion there. So it moves quite well. It's not using too much of the screen, but it scrolls well. It's not flickery. There's a nice star sign there. And you can see at the top there's a meteorite. You see on the top there is this like radar, a bit like Defender. So all those white dots we got to blow up. Was that the Starship Enterprise that just went past? Right, okay, I don't know. Well, we need help from someone. It's just one lone ship. The Starship Enterprise. There it is. Star trekking across the universe on the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk. Can we blow it up? I don't think so. Star trekking across the universe, boldly going forward, because it doesn't look like they can find reverse. Well, they're no help at all. Don't know if that was Captain Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard or someone else, but they're useless. So we're on our own. But that was a nice touch to drop in there. Quite a basic game. 1984, so mid-80s then. Yeah, I think I would have, you know, as a kid you'd add a lot of backstory to it yourself, but as an adult I'm getting quite bored. But it is quite clever as games go. We haven't reviewed Elite yet on the ZX Spectrum. That was supposed to be the numero uno. I did like Star Strike. That was excellent. Star Strike is much better than this one. Boom. Right, now, look at the mothership energy. That's quite low, probably because we shot it before. It's not regenerating. Don't want to run out of fuel. There's not too many white dots left on the screen. That's just a logo there, A and F, that went past. So that's just a dummy, free advertising for them. So, we're an interceptor pilot, and we're doing quite good, and we're going to save a beleaguered planet. Right, there's the mothership. Dock with that or blow it up, depending on how you're feeling. Aliens will keep getting in your way to try and hamper your progress. Those terrible Cylons as they are. Right, let's dock with the yellow ship. Docking with the mothership. Should I blow it up? I'm feeling a bit naughty. Just taking that out the way. Get out the way, TIE fighter. That's good. Where's the yellow thing gone? Mothership. I think I might blow it up, actually. Boom. Yeah, I've blown up my own ship there. That wasn't very clever. We needed to refuel, and that's the end of the game. Good. Now, if you good, is it? I don't know. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. This or the BBC Micro. The sound's quite unique on this. It does sound pretty much like a BBC Micro, so perhaps it was ported from that. Yeah, it's good though. It's quite raw. The sounds on it reminds me a little bit like Meteor Storm. They were quite raw. Ear crunching sounds as well, but it sets the mood quite good. Not sure about the blue border. Well, I suppose if it was black it would just merge into the screen, so you know, it's probably a good choice, to be fair, better than white or red or something. I would like to see it change every now and again. Maybe it does the further you get into the game, but I think you've pretty much seen all of it. I don't think it's going to vary a great deal. There's only about 3 or 4 different aliens, and they move in a very similar way. So it is coded well. They're flickering ever so slightly. They're all the same colour, so the colour clash there's no chance of that. They're all white in colour. The only difference is the red flashing when we take a blast. Explosions are good. There's the Enterprise again. Beam me up. And the only other colour really is yellow for the mothership to distinguish it against everything else, and the hope that you don't shoot it. Oh, well, that Enterprise is no good at all. They're supposed to be defending the Earth, aren't they, the Enterprise? Maybe it was one of those other ones, Voyager or something. Do 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 do. If you're wearing red and you're on the Starship Enterprise, never beam down to the planet. Not the old series anyway. So it's a bit of a mismatch this then. It's Battlestar Galactica nicking the Cylons. It's Star Trek taking the Starship Enterprise, and it's Star Wars taking the TIE Fighters, or at least a rough design of them. And also it's heavily influenced by Elite. So, you know, is that a service station? Maybe I can pick up a pork pie. But yeah, it's taking a load of other stuff. It's a bit of a mismatch, but it comes together okay. As a kid I would have played it quite a bit, I think, because it's quite easy to play, and the explosions are nice, as I said before. But, you know, you're not going to get a great deal of variety in this game, but what was you expecting for a game on a cassette tape from 1984? I presume it was cheap enough. A&F Software did put out quite a few games, which we've already reviewed. There is a cheat I know of for Infinite Shields and Laser Fuel, but you don't really need those. Your goes are going to be quite decent each time you play. You're not going to get blown up straight away unless you destroy your own mothership. Now that thing there, that's from 2001, that spinning thing. If you watch that film, I highly recommend it, where how the demented computer tries to take over a ship, I think called the Discovery, I can't remember. I read the book by Arthur C. Clarke, that was great. The film wasn't quite as good as the book, but it's never going to be, is it? Right, there's a comet going past, or a snooker cue with a flame on the back, either one of the two. It doesn't say in the instructions which one it is. What's that? What is that? Is that another advert, or is that like a weapon upgrade I can get? Well, I'm not flying in on it too. It's just staying the same distance away. A&F Software, their logo in space. If you're an astronaut and you've seen that in space, comment below. Is that realistic? I don't know if A&F are still going, you know. Lasers, not too bad. The laser's not dwindling too much. I would like to see a few power-ups. That would be quite good. Maybe if the lasers turn into different colours. That would be quite cool. It's moving at a decent speed. It's not too confusing. So it plays quite well overall then. It hasn't aged particularly well when you look at the modern day games like Elite Dangerous and the like. But yes, it's 84. You couldn't get too much better. It was on the top of its game for that sort of time. I would have loved playing it as a kid or around a friend's house. Yes. I don't recognise any of these stars. I don't think they're based on any real life constellations, but why would they be? There's still a lot of dots there on the radar. The mothership's looking quite cool still though. Not quite sure how too much far we can go. You'll see the crosshairs there, my target. When you scroll left and right, it does go to the corner where you're scrolling, and then it will settle down. Right, there's the mothership again. That's fine. When you dock, there's good effect there, which sounds a bit like a time warp or something. There he is. Do 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 do. It's gone again. Boldly going forward. Right, here we go, zipping in. We should get more fuel now. So that's the first stage done. But the second stage will look pretty much like the first stage. And I think the second stage will look pretty much... No, the third stage will look like the second. And it'll just keep going on and on and on till you die. So I don't think you can actually be overall successful in this game. The aliens are going to beat you in the end. The Starship Enterprise will be no help whatsoever. Yeah. You know, I keep being meaning, but I keep changing my mind. Because they're out on Blu-ray now, the original Star Trek series. I always remember getting home from school and watching them. It was on about 6 o'clock or 6:30. You had to wait a little while and they was on. That was quite cool. To have them in Blu-ray would be quite good. I don't own Netflix or anything. I like owning the physical media. So maybe I need to, you know, just buy Netflix instead. But I always think, what happens if there's a power... Well, what if the internet goes down and you've lost it forever? The physical media is good. But, you know, they could get scratched or something can go wrong, couldn't they? But, yeah, you know, Star Trek. I think there's 3 series on Blu-ray you can get. I do own the Next Generation. On Blu-ray, so maybe all 7 series. Yes, I'm a nerd, so maybe I should get the original series as well. I've always wanted Deep Space Nine to come out and Voyager, but it never happened because I think it's too expensive to do compared to the amount of people that would buy it. So it's just DVDs on those. It's the space battles that cost too much money, because the graphics have got to be a little bit better than what you can see here, because people will complain, especially on a Blu-ray release. Right, how are we doing on this? I think the mothership should turn up quite soon again. Come on, go into my crosshairs. It looks like you've only got like a couple of chances to shoot these guys before they disappear. Cylons, they always said something like, by my command. That was a great show. That used to be come on when I come back from school as well. There used to be 3 Cylons on each ship. Yeah, good music in Battlestar Galactica, although I can't immediately remember it. It was epic. No. There was Face Out, the A-Team was in it. He played Starbuck. There was the film did re-come out again, but Starbuck played by a woman, and I don't think it quite worked. I just like the original 70s one and early 80s. Right, I think I'm getting a bit bored now. There's not too much more we can get out of this thing. Low shields, it says. One more shot and we're probably doomed. We're doomed. Take that. As soon as they get some flashing red, I think we've had it. Look at the shields on the top left there. There's just one very thin sliver of yellow, which has got even thinner. Surely one more shot and we're dead. We can but hope. Right, let's take that out. There must be a way of redoing your shields, and I think it's docking with the mothership, but I can't see it anywhere. Can you see it? There's that ring there from 2000. There it is. Mate, part of me doesn't really want to dock with it. Maybe we should just blow it up. Hello, it's me again. We're coming to dock. We've got no shields left. Yes, there we go. Did we survive? Yeah, we're refueling, but we've refueled it, but it hasn't given us more shields, unfortunately. And more shields is what we need. They didn't really think it through. Oh, that must be us dead, surely. Yes, no shield left. Are we continuing? Continue. I think we're dead, aren't we? We're dead. I think we're dead. It's taking this time to think. Yes, we are. So we're back to the start. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. It was okay. Aged terribly, but as a kid I would have played it quite a lot, I think. So that was New CYLON Attack, published by A&M Software in 1984 on the ZX Spectrum. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put them below, or Battlestar Galactica or anything like that. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.